What up, YouTube? I promised myself I wouldn't do videos like this because I really don't like talking badly about other people, and I usually like to respect people's opinion. But when people rub me the wrong way for long enough, eventually I'm gonna say something, basically. Anyways, this video is about love in Japan. I just feel like his videos got highly offensive. Keep in mind though, like, I found him like a year and a half ago. I thought his videos were super inspiring or funny, so I used to watch him, right? So I used to be one of his subscribers and stuff like that. So it's not like I'm just like coming from a portrait of hatred or something. It's not about hate or nothing. It's just like some of his videos rub me the wrong way. It's not just me. It's not like, well, some people, they're like, they're upset about the colored videos. For me, like, okay, white guy versus black guy in Japan. Oh, we prefer white guys. Videos like that to me is more obvious. It's like, yeah, I know. I've known this for a while. It's very obvious and very clear. So for me, I'm not really offended by such videos. But like, why the United States sucks now? And I guess he's never even been there, but yet he feels the need to talk about it. It's videos like that that actually kind of rub me the wrong way, you know? In fact, I'm gonna go down the list. I'm just gonna respond to not every title, but I'm gonna respond to a lot of his titles of his videos, like with actual answers. And the ones I can't answer, I will say, like, this video might be worth watching or not. Of course, people watch if they want to, but you know. Anyway, let's just go. Whatever. Is Japan Islamophobic? I would say no, because like down the street there's like so many people from like Islam. Like right across the street there's an Islam guy. I see him like once a month. His wife comes out, she has a baby, and she's all covered up and stuff. And yeah, so no one says anything at all. The school I go to has tons of foreign kids. There's like an Islam kid. He dresses like he's in Islam. No one says anything. He has tons of friends. I have a friend who's Muslim, and he has zero problems. He teaches English here. So yeah, that's an easy one. Why the United States sucks now? See, I just don't think the United States sucks now. I think the United States has problems, but I don't really think it sucks now. So I can move on with that. Problems with Japanese guys. I don't really think there's that many problems with Japanese guys. I mean, Japanese guys are Japanese guys, right? Same with Japanese women. So there's a problem with Japanese girls. I don't see any problem in my opinion. That's just my thoughts. How do Japanese feel about Halloween? I'm guessing they must love it, because 5 years ago it didn't exist and now it does. So they must thought it was worthy to bring it to Japan or something. Alright, what do Japanese think of foreign anime cosplayers? That's one of those ones I might have to like push the button because it's an interview. But at the same time, clearly they love it because they're the ones that kind of sort of started. And it's been here for like, what, 30 years? Something like that? 20 years? Are foreign animes cosplayers insulting Japan? I would say no. And maybe yes on that point. Because, like, first of all, foreign cosplayers don't just do anime. That's the first point I like to make. Like, only like a certain percentage do anime. We have our own famous American characters such as like Superman, Batman, Spider-Man, and we do those a lot more than we do anime. So, and that's why I'd like to say that kind of a split idea on that one. Okay, are immigrants good for Japan? And this right here is probably the 4th video on this particular subject because I went down the list already and just looked it over. And the answer is yes, they're good for Japan. If you're talking about in terms of like, if there's too many foreigners and it's going to change Japanese culture, on that point, maybe no. But Japanese control their own country, so I think it should be fine. Foreigners are coming, they're getting paid to do a job to help Japanese achieve whatever they want. So I think it's good, and plus Japanese have a low birth rate, right? So why not? Do half Japanese get bullied in school? The answer is yes. Period. That's all there is. They get bullied in school, okay? I have a daughter who's half Japanese, and yeah, she got bullied in school. And so what other evidence do I need? You know, one of my friends, again, he's like has a Hafu child. She got bullied in school. So I don't need that much evidence. Like, most of my friends are like, international couples who have happy children who have had experiences, negative and positive. So I think I'm highly qualified to talk about such a subject. I mean, I had to move all the way to Kobe just so I can make sure my daughter has a good school experience, you know? Like, before I was over in Osaka, so if Osaka was so great and she was not getting bullied, I would have stayed there, but she was getting bullied, and so that's why I'm here now, in Kobe, because there's way more foreigners, and people here, it's not weird. They see a foreigner, like, foreigner. Where in Osaka, it's like, they're like, like they just saw alien or something. Okay, what type of people do Japanese find hard to get along with? I feel like the answer to this is just my opinion. I could be wrong, but the answer to this would be simple. Anyone that's not Japanese, okay? They don't like people, which that would be foreigners, right? Because, like, especially if we're too foreigner, you know, and we just pop off the train and we don't know the Japanese culture or language, yeah, then Japanese don't like us too much, especially if we're loud, obnoxious, and anything you can imagine a foreigner might be, then Japanese are not going to like that too much. 3 reasons why Japanese suck at English. I can give you one. Okay, used to work for, you know, the public school system for high school. Like, the main Japanese or English teachers, they can't even hold a conversation for more than 10 minutes in these particular schools. I worked at actually quite a few schools, so let's just say that that's kind of like the problem for the baby boomer generation teaching English currently, okay? So that would mean that, yeah, people in positions teaching English that are not qualified to teach English, okay? And then in the English industry, I'm talking about the private sector, why would we want to teach you English? Our goal is to keep you coming back so you keep on giving us money. If you actually learn English, like, very well, very quickly, we don't get money. So it's actually in our favor for you not to learn English, because you'll keep coming back for like the next 10, 20 years, which is job security, right? That's another reason. Okay, next one. Can Japanese women speak English well? I feel like Japanese women speak English better than Japanese guys. That's just my opinion based on, like, Japanese people I've met. But I feel like that works, you know, vice versa for foreigners learning Japanese. I feel like foreign women speak Japanese quicker and better than foreign guys. So that must mean girls are smarter. Is America really unsafe for Japanese? I feel like any country is unsafe for anyone if you don't know well about it. It's simply, that's like obvious. Like, so if for me, I went to Germany, like, right now. I just went to, like, the east side of Germany. The east side of Germany is, like, highly racist, right? But I just don't know crap. I'm just like, I love Germany. I'm gonna go. I jump on a plane and I go there. It's probably not gonna go too well, okay? So if you don't know where you're going or anything about that neighborhood, things might get bad, okay? So it's kind of obvious. Working fast food, I already know about that one, made a video about it. What type of foreigners do Japanese like the least in Japan? I feel like there's probably some kind of magical hidden list somewhere. There was this newspaper article that, like, a while back, this company got in trouble because their hiring practices were designed actually around a list. And this was geared towards Asians. So, like, maybe number 1, Filipinos were the smartest. Next would be, like, Koreans. Next would be, like, blah, blah, blah. I just went down the list. And one of the employees, actually, that worked there turned the company in to the government, and the company got in trouble and got a penalty and stuff for discrimination. So, like I said, there might be a magical list. I don't know. What is Japanese high school like? There's so many videos, like, out there with, like, actual, like, foreign people or even Japanese girls that talk about that exact subject, and they'll like bring you through the whole day of what it's like to go to a Japanese high school. 3 things I love about school in Japan. See, that's one of those videos you might have to click. It's just, you know, because it's his actual, you know, preference. Okay, response to my racist video from a black man face to face. I'm sorry, some of these titles are just not grammatically correct. I think it's funny, this particular title, it's just like, my response to my racist video. I mean, is that an omission of racism? What is that? I think it'd just be more enticing to say, is my video racist? And face-to-face talk with a black dude. That would be more, for me, that'd be more like, I gotta click the button. More clickbaity, but whatever. So, okay, what kind of looks turn Japanese women off? I'm guessing ugly people. That's what I'm guessing. That's just my magic guess. Do looks matter in Japan and American men? This terrible grammar. I'm sorry. You're a Japanese teacher, but usually Japanese teachers have impeccable grammar. That's obviously yes. What holds foreigners back from dating in Japan? There's nothing at all that holds foreigners back from dating in Japan. In fact, my friends date all the time, constantly, and my other half of friends are like international couples and they're already married, so nothing holds them back. Period. Like, in fact, like your channel, Find Love in Japan, like even the title for me doesn't even make sense, because like, why would I find love in Japan when I can find love right next door to me in America with someone with the same culture, same background? We went to the same school. So, but I mean, I understand the concept and idea, and I think it's great. I like dating in Japan. If it's hard, let me help you. I get that point. But overall, like, I don't need to go to Japan to find love, is my point. What does it feel like for a Japanese girl to be in love? A girl to be in love. Don't know. That's an interesting question. I could always ask a girl. What has changed in Japan in the last decade? Tons of stuff. 3 types of foreigners I don't like in Japan. See, this video right here rubbed me the wrong way, which I thought was kind of funny though, because you got so many foreigners agreeing with what he says, you know? I understand like the very last thing, but at the same time, the way he said it, I just thought it's really kind of rude. I felt like if I made this exact video from a US perspective, I feel like I'd get a lot of hate, you know? But yeah, so like, yeah, of course coming to Japan just to, you know, have sex with Japanese women is probably not a good thing. But at the same time, there's quite a few Japanese women that don't mind. I'm just saying, they don't mind at all. Okay, so you can speak and say whatever you want, your opinion, but that's not really going to stop these women from doing what they want to do. Alright, is teaching English in Japan good? Real experience of America. I'm from America. I was born in America. I'm America. I made this video, and I'm pretty sure it's a response to my video, because I said teaching in Japan sucks. So this is why you probably made this video, because like the video like before this actually has my picture, which I already told him. I was just like, don't use my picture, okay? Unless you want to pay me money for, you know, whatever, for using the picture, then I don't mind. You can pay, you do whatever you want. Next video, does teaching in English in Japan really suck? And my answer for that would be, in my opinion, yes. And I can give you many reasons. In fact, I can make a whole nother video about it. But it kind of sucks. That's all there is to it. So, but that's my opinion, right? So, like the next guy over here might love it. I have a buddy, right? And this dude's before he was an engineer, okay? And he worked here in Japan. He found a job very, very stressful. And every day, he didn't like the job. But then he switched to teaching English. He loved the job, okay? Right? So don't be so offended by my opinion. Just understand that, like, some parts of the English industry is not that great. And they're using you to make money. But so is McDonald's, right? And my opinion still stands. Yeah, I teaching English in Japan sucks. That's all. When you're getting paid less and you can barely survive from the money you make, that sucks, okay? There's so many other reasons. I'm not gonna get into that. But he pretty much made that video in response to me. He even shows my picture. Okay, I'm gonna go through a few more and I'm done, okay? Would girls date a guy in a wheelchair? I'm guessing so. Like Steve Hawking, he's married, right? He's like the smartest man on earth, and he goes on for more physical disabilities, blah blah blah, for like 4 videos. What Japanese think of overtime work? Clearly, you guys love Zangyo. You guys like overtime work because you guys do it constantly. I'm actually joking. It's just very, very required here. Even if you love or hate it, it's required. If you want to work in Japan, there's some jobs you just have to do overtime work for, period. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. What's it like working in Japan? That's like the broadest question on earth, I swear. Because as he himself, Nobita has stated himself, there's many jobs in Japan. You can do anything in Japan. So it's really difficult to say, like, you know, every job is good or bad, you know? Because, of course, there's many factors. How much you get paid, what company you're at, do they treat you well? All these are different factors. Plus, there's many different industries in Japan. So that question, like, he could have stretched that video question for, like, 30 videos, I swear. Because there's so many different types of industry here. Okay, I guess these would be like the last few ones. What Japanese think of black people? First of all, there's millions of people here, okay? Like, so even like if his video, I didn't watch the video, if he said they don't like black people, that's just them. You know what I mean? Some people do, like, so it's very back and forth. I feel like, and he doesn't speak for all of Japan, period. He does not. I'm not saying his opinion doesn't matter. I'm saying he doesn't speak for Japan. You know, if people hated black people here, why do they marry them? That's my question. Doesn't make any sense, right? Okay, how Japanese see black people? A racist guy. I don't even know what that even means. Common traits of Japanese people. Good aspects. Good workers. What else? Japanese people are Japanese people. They have their own, like, traits. But I feel like, you know, from a cultural aspect, whatever is good or bad, it depends on Japanese culture, right? I mean, like, if I was to say from American perspective, my ideas would be completely different, and my idea might not be so positive. But if I was Japanese, my perspective would be completely different. So I can only guess, like, being a good worker, being a good provider, being respectful, stuff like that, which are fairly simple ideas, would be somewhere in the line of being Japanese, I'm guessing. So let me not just talk about something I don't know much about. I'm not Japanese. I don't know what's good about being Japanese. I don't know. At least I can admit that. Like, I'm sorry, but Nobita talks about a lot about stuff that he doesn't know. At least, which I actually commented to him, Yuta-man is a little more objective. You know, he goes out with his camera crew. He asks questions from random, either foreigners or Japanese people, and they give awesome responses. So if you don't know Yuta-man, check him out. He's actually, like, really good at what he does, and he's like, his videos are very timely, you know. So like during elections, he's like, how does Japanese feel about Trump or Hillary? So, or the new iPhone 10, or when Death Note came out, he's like, how Japanese feel about the new Death Note, stuff like that. But it was very timely, so it's really interesting. And right now, they just had a re-election of Prime Minister Abe, so he did a video, are young people interested in politics? You know, then he goes out and he talks to people, and it's really fascinating. Nobita does it like halfway, but for my videos, I always feel like he has his own, like, narrow-minded perspective, and then he just uses, like, the answers from his friends or whoever to prove his narrow-minded idea. That's my opinion. And if you hate me for my video, these are just my opinions, okay? And again, I don't know. Like I said, I used to be a subscriber to him. I used to love his channel. I used to love his work. Not so much anymore. Don't watch his videos. I avoid his videos like the plague. I'm just waiting for him to go too far, push too far. Because, like, there's going to be a point where he's going to talk a little too far and a little too bad about foreigners. And they're not going to like it too much. Peace until next video.